These are all that's left of the worst shipping disaster to date, of the worst year so far for Mediterranean migration. But the survivors are outnumbered by the body bags, and the body bags are outnumbered by the hundreds whose bodies will never be recovered from the bottom of the sea. The ghostly nocturnal images of the actual rescue show the Italian Coast Guard dinghies looking for more survivors in vain. As many as 900 may have drowned here. And together with last week's casualties, that means that more souls have been lost in 7 days in the calm waters of the Med than when the Titanic sank. Off roads in the Greek corner of the Mediterranean, this was today, when a ship of Syrian and East African refugees disintegrated just a few hundred meters offshore. Here, only 3 people drowned, but you can sense the panic of the others. It looks as if they can't swim. This is just one small, desperate episode in an historic drama. Whether Greece or Italy, geography dictates that the southern shores of Europe have become a magnet for the huddled masses of an unstable world, from Syria to West Africa. What makes it worse is that Libya, the favored point of departure, is also in a state of civil war. Europe's policy to all this is at best a reaction to individual disasters. When this ship went down off the Italian island of Lampedusa in 2013, almost 400 people drowned. It triggered Italy's Mare Nostrum, a mass rescue operation that ended up saving 130,000 lives last year. But Italy didn't want to bear the burden alone, and in the end the European Union decided to replace Mare Nostrum with a much smaller rescue mission. The policy was, if we show the migrants that we won't rush to their rescue, they won't rush to the boats. But it didn't work. They keep coming in ever greater numbers. If the perils at sea have so far failed to be a disincentive, so too has the misery on land. We went to see one of the myriad of squatter camps that have spawned around the coastal city of Catania here in Sicily. John, from somewhere in southern Africa, didn't want to show his face or give his precise name. When you came here, you saw that life isn't better. He's been living here with dozens of other lost boys in the shadows ever since they got off a boat from Libya 2 years ago. So imagine if you're one of these migrants from Africa. You paid a small fortune to get on a rickety boat. You've risked your life crossing the Mediterranean from Libya to Europe, to the promised land. And this is what you find. This is your destination. A giant squat on the outskirts of Catania in a disused sulfur factory. And yet, despite this, they still keep coming. At the nearby railway station, the migrants who've got stuck in Italy hang out by day, hoping to find work, or just hoping to be heard, like Kevin and his friends from Nigeria.
My fellow Nigerians, when you tell them in Libya, please don't try and cross the Mediterranean Sea, it's very risky. They won't give you here so that maybe they said you don't want them to come to Italy, to Europe and make some money just the way you are making money. They think we are making money here and we are not making any money. We try to tell them each and every day, they think we are lying.
But as the boats keep arriving and the politicians keep struggling for solutions, so much has become clear. European policy vacillates between pity and pettiness, depending on the scale of the disaster at sea versus the scale of the political backlash at the polls. For a community founded on humanitarian values, this indeed is a sorry state of affairs.